crisis, security, and political leadership. You can adjust the language according to your preference. Choose the program that suits your needs from the playlist. Customize the subtitle position on your laptop, and adjust the video speed with the slider to suit your needs and comfort. Let's grow together through your subscribe and like on this video. Political power is not a privilege, it is a responsibility. Leadership exists to serve the public, not to control, not to dominate, but to protect. Protection includes physical safety, economic stability, and social harmony. Social harmony requires mutual respect. Respect builds unity. Unity builds national strength. National strength protects democracy. Democracy protects human dignity. Human dignity is the foundation of political legitimacy. Without dignity, power becomes oppression. History provides many examples. Some leaders used power wisely. They protected citizens. They strengthened institutions. They improved society. Others abused power. They ignored responsibility. They damaged trust. Their reputation collapsed. Their legacy became a warning. Political systems must include accountability. Accountability ensures leaders remain responsible. Accountability protects democracy from corruption. Citizens also play an important role. They must participate actively. They must vote. They must remain informed. They must analyze political information critically. Democracy depends on participation. Participation protects freedom. Freedom protects society. Society protects humanity. Political stability also depends on fairness. Justice must apply equally to all citizens. The law must remain impartial. Legal systems must protect rights. Courts must remain independent. Independent courts ensure justice. Justice ensures legitimacy. Legitimacy ensures stability. Stability ensures peace. Peace allows society to grow. Growth improves quality of life. Quality of life defines national success. Political leadership also influences international relations. Nations cooperate through diplomacy. Diplomacy prevents conflict. Conflict destroys stability. Stability supports development. Development improves society. Global cooperation helps address shared challenges. Climate change affects every nation. Economic instability affects global markets. Security threats cross national borders. International cooperation strengthens global stability. Strong leadership builds strong alliances. Weak leadership creates isolation. Isolation reduces national influence. Influence shapes global outcomes. Political leadership must remain adaptable. The world changes rapidly. Technology evolves. Society evolves. The economy evolves. Politics must evolve as well. Leaders must revise policies when necessary. They must review strategies regularly. They must recognize emerging challenges. They must prepare for future uncertainty. Preparation protects national stability. Political leadership also requires vision. Vision defines direction. Direction shapes progress. Progress defines the future. Without vision, leadership becomes reactive. With vision, leadership becomes transformative. Transformation improves society. An improved society strengthens democracy. A strong democracy protects citizens. Citizens protect democracy. This cycle defines political stability. Leadership is not about personal gain. It is about public service. It is about responsibility. It is about protecting people. Political systems exist because society exists. Society exists because people cooperate. Cooperation creates order. Order creates stability. Stability creates progress. Progress creates opportunity. Opportunity creates hope. Hope creates the future. The future of politics depends on choices made today. Choices made by leaders. Choices made by citizens. Choices made by society. Politics is not distant. Politics is present in everyday life. In every decision. in every policy, in every action, in every citizen. The future remains unwritten, but it will be shaped by leadership, responsibility, and the collective will of the people. Democracy survives when people protect it. Democracy fails when people abandon it. The choice belongs to society. The responsibility belongs to all. Politics does not operate in isolation. It interacts with culture, economy, technology, and human emotion. To understand the future of politics, we must examine the deeper roots of society, the values, traditions, and daily experiences that shape public life. Consider a small town preparing for an election in September. Posters hang from rooftops and public buildings. Volunteers distribute printed sheets explaining policy positions. Campaign workers knock on doors, asking residents to sign support forms. In a public hall, citizens gather for a debate. Some sit in the front row. Others stand at the side. A candidate steps forward and begins to speak. He says that the nation must invest in solar energy to reduce dependence on fossil fuels. He says the government should support rural farmers and small businesses. He promises to secure stronger protection for workers and provide social services for senior citizens. The audience listens seriously. Some nod in agreement. Others remain silent. Political discourse requires thoughtful listening. Every sentence matters. Every word carries weight. A careless statement may cause shock. A sincere message may inspire hope. Citizens must analyze political arguments carefully. They must examine whether proposals are realistic or merely emotional appeals. Political reform often begins with simple ideas. A small change in the law can create a significant transformation over time. A slight revision in economic policy may improve salary stability. A small investment in education may increase skill development across generations. However, reform also requires courage. Leaders must resist corruption. They must refuse personal reward in exchange for unethical decisions. They must remove inefficiency from public institutions. They must rid the system of abuse and favoritism. Transparency strengthens trust. Trust strengthens democracy. In modern society, digital technology influences political behavior profoundly. Social media platforms allow people to share opinions instantly. A video clip may go viral within seconds. A public official's mistake may be replayed repeatedly. Information moves quickly, but speed does not guarantee accuracy. False information may spread like smoke through society, creating confusion. Citizens must learn to scan news sources critically. They must verify information before reacting emotionally. Political maturity requires emotional discipline. When society reacts impulsively, instability increases. When society responds thoughtfully, democracy strengthens. Crisis situations reveal political character. Imagine a severe earthquake affecting a coastal region. Buildings collapse. Families lose homes. The roof of a school falls. Rescue teams rush to the scene. Soldiers coordinate evacuation efforts. Medical staff provide emergency service. Leaders must appear at the site immediately. They must speak with compassion. They must promise support and then deliver it. Public confidence rises when leaders act decisively. It sinks when promises remain unfulfilled. Economic development remains central to political stability. A strong economy creates jobs. Jobs create income. Income supports families. But economic growth must be inclusive. It must benefit rural residents as well as urban professionals. It must support small enterprises as well as large corporations. Political leaders must review labor policies carefully. They must ensure that workers receive fair salary and safe working conditions. They must protect employees from exploitation. Justice must remain a priority. Without justice, inequality grows. When inequality grows, frustration grows. Frustration may lead to protest. Protest may lead to unrest. Unrest may threaten national stability. Political systems must also address social issues. Gender equality remains a global concern. Governments must ensure that policies respect human dignity regardless of sex or sexual orientation. Equality strengthens social harmony. Discrimination weakens democracy. Social justice strengthens unity. Unity strengthens stability. Stability strengthens economic development. Economic development strengthens society. Society strengthens democracy. Political systems must also support cultural expression. Music, art, and literature reflect the soul of a nation. A singer performing a patriotic song may inspire unity. A sculptor creating public sculpture may reflect historical memory. Culture connects people emotionally. Shared culture builds identity. Identity builds solidarity. Solidarity builds resilience. Resilience protects society during a crisis. Political education plays a fundamental role in sustaining democracy. Schools must teach students about constitutional rights, civic responsibility, and ethical leadership. Young citizens must learn that democracy requires participation. They must understand that voting is not merely a right, but a responsibility. They must recognize that public service demands integrity. Without education, democracy weakens. With education, democracy strengthens.